Halfway through writing my first 100 episodes, I said to myself, wow, like I've got myself some really cool and creative ideas here. But what if, what if I wasn't able to do it? I really like the idea of being a booker for a wrestling company, and I really like the idea of getting my creative outlet out there. But sometimes in wrestling, things happen. Sometimes things muck up, sometimes people can't make it to shows, sometimes people get injured. And that's what I tried to make sure that I could work around as well. When a spanner gets thrown into the works, your really cool and creative ideas might not actually happen. So I try my best to give myself some sort of experience. I got a randomizer app on my phone and literally just typed in all the wrestlers on my roster. I then wrote down like multiple situations in which could affect their lives and affect the way in which I can book them. And then did another randomizer just going through the amount of time that it would take for them to get through this personal anguish. So the character that came up was one of my most important characters, Dave Falcon. The situation that came up happened to be an injured leg. And on that last randomizer, it came up with 3 months. So I just went to Google and found out some knee injuries that would take, 3 to 4 months to work through. And I got to the idea of a fractured knee. So obviously I made that up in my head, but you got the point. The reason why that was such an inconvenience, and it really was, is because I had plans on having Dave Falcon actually turn on Warren Jaxon and Empire, his extraordinary team. So this knee injury really stopped the momentum of what was going to happen, because I was originally going to have Warren Jaxon go on to be this heroic babyface, but it never really happened that way because I got stopped due to this injury. So it really taught me the lesson on how to work around an injury, how to work around this into a storyline and keep going from there. I was really frustrated with the fact that Warren Jackson's momentum had been going back and forth up until this point, and this huge turn to make Warren Jaxon a babyface was finally going to be what propelled him to stardom. And that was really frustrating because now Dave Falcon's injured and my creative processes have completely been scrapped. That's how I came up with the idea of using that frustration to my advantage. This was frustrating to see Warren Jaxon go back and forth so many times, and that's exactly what happened. So hopefully I made it clear that in this book, even though I think it's really well written and really well executed, there's a lot of things in it that didn't actually end up happening due to these random events happening. Now, would I have liked my original plans to happen? Absolutely. But I also enjoyed the process of being a booker in the most real way I possibly could, having these random things happen. If I haven't made it clear by now, I really enjoy the idea of booking for a wrestling show. And I really enjoy the chaos of something like this going wrong and being able to turn chicken shit into chicken salad.